Hey guys, BigSquareRoadToRooter.com with another warning, huge warning about MyEtherWallet phishing sites. A lot of people getting emails saying, important info about the fork, go to MyEtherWallet, log into your account, and they get pushed over to this one now, which is, if you look at it, the other one either spelled ether wrong or had an I where the L is, right up here on the where you put the address. Look at this one. It looks like MyEtherWallet.com, right? Except this thing. There's a little accent under the T. This is not the MyEtherWallet website. Be very, very, very careful. Do not do anything with these guys when you get this email. Very careful. It's just they're just going to steal your private keys and you're gone. You're done. You know, drain everything from your wallet. Be very careful. It is insanely critical that you take care of your public keys and your public address and your private keys. Mainly your public address can go anywhere, but your private key, you have to be absolutely sure you're doing everything right. So careful with this. A lot of people getting emails saying it's a critical update for the fork for MyEtherWallet. Everything looks like MyEtherWallet, except you get to the site and it has this little tiny dash under the T, which is I think it's a letter in a different language. But it takes you to the completely wrong site, and they're going to steal your cryptos. So there's your heads up, another heads up. Before you do anything, don't lose it. Don't lose it. Keep your private keys to yourself and watch for any scam at all. And think, every time you open up your private key, you're going to be subject to somebody else. You got to keep that in mind. So this is a weird one. With that little tiny thing under the T. I know a lot of people are going to get fooled, and it's sad to see this happen, but it's the wild, wild west out there. And speaking of that, last night I was woken up at 12 midnight with just roaring winds outside. Not good for Northern California at all. And it has died down a little bit, but not much. If you look right here, see, I live right in here. And we're still looking at 15, 20 mile an hour winds. Last night it had to be 50 or 60 mile an hour winds. This is very odd wind stuff going on right now. But right now in LA, there's literally an emergency. It is so dry and the winds are so fast down there. Look at this. Going right through LA, 30 miles an hour winds. You know, it's faster up in the hills, 35 mile an hour. One match and this whole thing gets blown sideways because it's so dry. So watch out for anybody trying to set fires, anybody trying to pull a false flag, anything. You know, a lot of talk about weather wars, about this being purposeful. You've got to be diligent, but truthfully, there's not much you can do. You know, when a fire's set at the right time with enough time to get started, blowing in 35 mile an hour winds, you can kiss it goodbye. And that's what happened in Santa Rosa, up in the wine country in Napa. The risk is very high in right where I am right now, as you can see, that yellow spot right in here. But really high down in LA, literally right going through LA with, 20, 30 mile an hour winds. And in the mountains, they're faster, they're 36 miles an hour. So just be diligent. The fire department's out there, everybody's out there. The huge warning went up right here. If you do a Google search on California fires, it's all about Southern California. Braces for wildfire threat amid triple-digit heat. And if you think about if this is some kind of attack on us, first they nail Northern California, then they could possibly nail Southern California, and it just gets uglier and uglier out there. This might be warnings about the Kennedy files that are due to come out, what is it, the 26th. And today is the 24th. So 2 more days and high likelihood of more false flags between now and the 26th. I think it's set in stone that Trump is going to release the JFK files, but we'll find out. So be very careful. And I just saw this morning. 2 in custody on suspicion of setting fires that shut down Highway 118 freeway in Granada Hills. That's down in LA. 2 people are in custody Tuesday after 2 morning fires shut down westbound lanes of 118 freeway in Granada Hills. Both blazes were knocked down in about an hour, authorities said. Los Angeles Police Department spokesman Sal Ramirez confirmed on Tuesday after the fires had been knocked down that 2 people were in custody, but he had no further information. Very interesting. Who in their right mind would be setting fires? It's got to be either an insane human being or a false flag type of thing where they're trying to destroy everything that we have. The potential is high for false flags to happen. Potential is high for arsonists to go on a rampage. Crazy stuff. They got these 2 guys. Hopefully they throw the book at them. I mean, literally, they could have cost billions of dollars in damage and countless lives. So I don't know what the punishment is for arson, but it should be, I would think it should be raised during times when a setting fire would literally spread so fast with the high winds and the dry foliage. I would say that's murder, attempted murder. But that's me. And I don't know what the highest penalties are for arson, but these 2 guys definitely deserve it. And I think the the investigations should definitely go to why they did it. And they're in 2 separate spots. As we know, the Northern California fires started in like 17 different spots. Way too coincidental in my book, but other people are tracking that stuff down. There's actually a lot of good information out there about the type of fires that happened, how complete housing complexes will get destroyed where the trees are left standing. Crazy stuff, my friends. So hang in there, be tough. If you're down in Southern California, you got a lot of winds right now. And let's check out over the next little bit here. Shows it decreasing a little by this afternoon, and tomorrow we'll see what's going on here. Dying off tomorrow, so it's pretty much today you got to get through, and then dying off, dying off. So it pretty much looks like today is the most risk in Southern California for a wildfire starting that could spread rapidly. So hang in there, guys. Keep an eye out. Hopefully the fire department's all over this stuff. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in this area up here. Right out, who knows? I haven't looked. These are wind patterns, wind speeds at 500 meters. So we'll see what happens. And then you got up in Northern California and Oregon area, high winds coming next week, and crazy weather, my friends. But just for today, Southern California, be on the watch. And tonight, Southern California, be on the watch. I would say, let's see, right now it is about 11:30, and now is probably the highest wind you're going to have. It's still up. By tonight, it's like 37 miles an hour, and then in the 20s. And then by 11 o'clock tonight, we're still having fairly decent winds, so be vigilant. This is Bix Weir, roadtoruta.com. And again, don't forget about MyEtherWallet. Do not fall for any phishing scams. This is Bix Weir. I'll talk to you later. Sorry, guys, one more thing about the MyEtherWallet phishing scam. It looks very real. This is the email that I got this morning. It says MyEtherWallet hard fork update, important message regarding upcoming ETH hard fork. But look up here. In the from section, it says MyEtherWallet, all spelled correctly. It says no reply at, and this should say MyEtherWallet, MyEtherWallet.com. Uh-oh, what is that? There's a little L after the com. It tells you it is coming from a different site than MyEtherWallet. And this down here looks exactly normal, but the link goes to that MyEtherWallet with a little squiggle under the T. So this is a phishing site. They are trying to steal your tokens, steal your Ethereum, steal everything. Do not fall for it. Be very, very, very careful when you give anybody your private keys. Yes, I know, it's hard enough investing in cryptos with all the advanced technology needed by a lot of people just to get into it. And now you got these very, very sophisticated hacking sites that are trying to steal your Ethereum or your tokens off the Ethereum blockchain. Do not fall for this. Be very, 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 very careful. Stay tuned to roadtoruda.com. Go to the roadtoruda.com website. Sign up for the emails. I will send out emails as I learn about these things to make sure you guys are safe and secure in your crypto world. I wish you all the best and safest of luck with the cryptos. Big Weir, I'll talk to you later.